Everybody, welcome back to Hour 2, Roleplay Blades. In the flashback, back in time with Rune, a.k.a. Ramira, and Aldo, and their buddy, Cantor Haig. I think you guys go over to Kellen's. Kellen's Bar is one of the oldest pubs in the city, and it's...
and I knew a Kellen once.
It's like... food and music, Irish bar kind of thing with, fiddle player and good alcohol, good pub food. And it's usually pretty crowded. So you can like huddle together at a little booth and everyone, there's lots of noise and background stuff. So you won't be overheard. You can kind of powwow together. So the scene cuts, we start with like a hand dumping 3 mugs onto the table that slosh a little bit, and then camera pulls back and we see the 3 of you like huddled around this little table in this room, and there's like some people dancing and music playing in the background.
All right, so tell me what you know about the Brogans.
Yeah, so I tell you everything that John told us earlier about their modus operandi and how they've been like flushed lately because of this out of district job, and everything that I'm saying. The way that Cantor talks, it's a complicated mix of talking about them like they're nothing, right? Being like every achievement they've ever accomplished is trash and not worth caring about, but also like envious. Like we gotta get up on them. We gotta get rid of these guys because they're like getting too big for their britches. And you can see the clockwork turning already on like, yeah, okay, so this is where they live, and we're gonna go to their house, and then there's a big cloudy gap in the middle. But at the end, we're gonna have money and probably the attention of everyone around us. Yeah, I'm very like, yeah, I'm very like kind of talking shit while I'm explaining this stuff to you guys.
You know where their base is, so if we just we break in, and then hope that they haven't sold all of the jewelry yet. I don't know, I don't know if they've sold everything. So
yeah, we roll up on the front door, kill anybody who gets in our way. We leave one of them motherfuckers alive, and then Fat Boy over here can break their fingers till they tell us where the jewels is at. And if they sold them, then we go break their fingers too.
We don't have to kill them, do we?
Listen, man, that's how it works out here. I don't know where you're from, some fucking university or some shit. But out here, somebody crosses you, and I look at Ramiro like, I'm explaining this to him, but out here, somebody crosses you, you gotta fuck that shit up. Elsewise, they come back on you. You gotta have respect, man.
I look at Aldo, I just kind of shrug my shoulders. Like, I don't fully agree with him, but I'm just like, just let him, whatever.
Well, if I may bring up, if we save the killing, if we need it, can we do that?
I grin at you. I'm like, yeah, man, whatever. Only if we gotta do it.
Okay.
So let me ask a question, Adam. How transparent is Cantor here? Can Aldo tell? Obviously, Ramira can tell, but can Aldo tell that this is?
I mean, to the audience, Cantor is like the surface of a beautiful frozen lake in Sweden. You could see all the way to the bottom. But I don't know if Aldo is gonna pick that up, right? Like,
probably not.
That's totally up to Zeke whether Aldo's able to.
If it was just me and you, I would have questions. But since Ramira trusts you, then I trust you.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, so you're not suspicious of the overly blustery.
Well, I might be suspicious, but I'm not going to ask any questions about it. Gotcha. I'm gonna just like chalk it up to like, I don't understand the way he talks very well, so maybe there's something I'm not getting.
It's that Char Hollow accent.
Yeah.
Western District Char Hollow.
I'm more like, if we have to kill people, I don't really care. I'm kind of like laissez-faire about, like, he seems really stoked about killing people, and I'm just kind of like, if we have to, fine. I'm not gonna fight against it. So, all right. So tonight then, Or do we know a day when they might not be? Can we lure them out of their hideout?
I look at my drink, which is already like mostly empty. I'm like, we could go right fucking now for all that matters. But yeah, you wanna get stealthy on this shit. We could wait till nightfall. Get in there when it's all quiet. Like, I mean, if they got a lot of money, and Leanne all conspiratorial, they're probably gonna try to get out there and spend it. See, the problem is that they start spending that shit. That's more kneecaps we gotta break to get it back, right? So the sooner, the better. But like, you know me, I'm all action. You're the brains of the operation. What do you want to do?
Well, my primary concern is getting that jewelry box back and its contents. So I think we should go at night and we'll just deal with whoever's there. Hopefully most of them will either be sleeping or out drinking at the pubs.
Yeah, that sounds right. And we go get them jewels, and then we find them where they're drinking at, and then we fucking give them one, right? So they don't come back up on us again.
You have to calm down. We've talked about this. You've got to calm down.
There ain't no calming me down. I'm a dog on a leash. You just got to let me go. And I'm like getting up and like hitting the table, and like people are looking at me, and it's a whole thing.
Yeah, you back into somebody and they like are kind of give you a hard look. They still their drink, and someone else like shoves them, and there's a little bit of like a ruckus.
I just love how Adam is like, it's a whole thing. Like, even he is like, yeah, he does this. Like,
you have to excuse him.
It's a whole thing. Like Adam is apologizing for his own character.
Yeah, you did this. You created this monster.
Yeah, I can't control him when it gets like this. It's not my fault.
All right. Scientist, he should be called Cole's Monster.
Yeah.
So can we do like a I don't know, like fast forward or like a kind of I want to do like a setup like study kind of fortune roll where I'm like trying to figure out what we're getting into with whatever their hideout is.
Yeah, totally. We can cut away from that little ruckus, mercifully leaving that somewhat awkward situation behind.
It's a good time to cut away because that would have ended in a fight. So
I'm just sitting like this at the table.
In fact, that's the dissolve. We dissolve from Cantor's face to the three of you like on a rooftop. And Cantor has like a black eye.
Oh yeah. The last bit of that scene would have been me bumping somebody like a waiter or something, and they're like, excuse me, and I'm like, oh yeah, excuse you, and I like punch him, and then then we cut. Yeah, and I'm just like, oh fuck my face, ow.
Okay.
So you guys are. Let me get this image up here to replace the one that's there. You're on this rooftop, taking a look at this building. It's like a rooftop view of it.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of top down. There's like a raised middle portion there with the skylight, and then a kind of second roof line below. A ladder's been knocked over onto the building to the west, so you can go rooftop to rooftop. There's like a balcony there on the west side of the roof. And then on the east side, there's a ladder like a rope ladder that can be unfurled down to come and go. And it's kind of like not pulled up all the way. And maybe you guys are on the rooftop just like straight south from there right now. Taking a look at the building. There's must be some lamps or something burning in there. You see some orangey light inside. Shadows pass back and forth. It's been an hour or so. Cantor, again, I'm gonna let your crit stand here a little bit. Like, you don't have any reason to think that they would have fenced anything immediately. They probably have to wait till the morning to go do that. They think that they're tough, important dudes, but they don't have like easy access to safe fences and stuff. They're not that level of gang. They're 0 or below, Yeah. So that they don't have some simple way to get rid of some hot stuff, especially from another district. So you feel pretty confident.
That's why stealing stuff is so dumb, man. You just got to sell drugs. It's way easier.
way easier.
Way easier.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so you have a chance to like study the place and figure out an approach, like how you want to.
All right.
get
I'm
in
gonna do
there.
that. How many dice do I get?
So Ramiro, while you're like actually paying attention to the building and like scoping out the scene, I'm probably sitting next to you, ignoring like if Aldo sat down next to you, I like purposefully like kind of moved him out of the way to like sit next to you, and I'm like holding my face kind of dramatically, like, you know, my eyes starting to bruise up, and I'm like, so like aside from getting robbed and shit, how you been? Yeah, girl, you smell nice. Yeah.
Oh, God.
What are you doing after this?
Doing that.
Yeah, like,
like,
we haven't even started, and I'm like, yeah, what are you doing after this thing? You want to hang out or?
I like have binoculars. I'm like trying to like look at this like building in front of me, and I'm just like, Kanta, not now. Like, we'll talk
yeah.
after.
So to me, not now means like yes later. So I'm like, yeah. No, I dig. All right. And I look over at Aldo like, yeah, you see that?
I don't know anything about what you're doing about flirting and girls and stuff. I have no clue. Like no girls has ever said a nice word to me.
I'm just trying to show you. I'm trying to show you like a good example. I'm like, see, man, that's just gotta get in there. You just like blank face.
Just nothing.
Yeah, no, it looks like you the first time anyone showed me or tried to teach me how to read, it was just like, I have no fucking idea what this is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as creepy as it seems. Cantor's like 16.
If
so
that,
right.
Yeah.
If maybe 15. He's young. He's young. It's not that.
These are like kids.
Yeah, it's kids
playing around. Like, yeah. Pretty innocent. Yeah. Okay, so number of dice. I'm doing like a kind of a study-ish roll.
Yeah. So
like find a good approach.
Old days, Ramira. What was she like?
She's been in juvie for stealing stuff before. Okay, so she's got experience.
Totally. Yeah. 3 dice sounds good then. Yeah.
Cool. I'll take it. 3.
Like something she would be good at.
We just need to have Adam roll everything for us.
Yeah, that does not. So
it's a failure, right? 3 is a fail.
It is a fail.
Okay, we're just gonna run and gun then.
So you see, here's the failure. You hear inside. You hear someone go, "Shit!" And you're like, you move the binoculars, like opera glasses, the like crappy cracked opera glasses that you have. You like turn them to the other window, and you see someone like looking out, and they douse the lanterns, and you hear the window to the balcony on that west side balcony. The window like crashes open, and you see them like running out the window towards the ladder to the next rooftop. They one of them has a sack over their back, another one has like a satchel wrapped around him, and they're like dark figures silhouetted on the rooftop there, and they're like, shit, and they like book it.
They're carrying a satchel of stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they saw us is what happened, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Ramira tried to glass them out with their opera glasses and gave away your position, so they're...
okay.
That sniper scope, that glint.
I know, yeah.
Sniper glint.
So I see them like running, and I just kind of like hit Cantor on the shoulder, and I point, and I'm just like, all right, looks like we got a pursuit. And I like start to, like, I'm going to go chase them.
Yeah, you can like run across the rooftops basically to try to cut them off or catch them. Yeah.
Yeah. I turn to Aldo, and I give you like a hearty slap on the shoulder. I'm like, time to shine, motherfucker. And I like jump down into the street. And if Ramiro's gonna go high, I'm gonna go low. And I like shout after them. I'm like, we see your ass, motherfucker. And I like chase after him. Like, I'm making as much noise as possible so she can stay stealthy.
Okay, cool.
Kelter Brogan, he's like the older brother. He's probably 17. You hear him, he goes, fuck you, Cantor.
Like, oh, fuck you, fuck me. All right, let's do this thing. I'm so excited.
I try to like look at my surroundings and see like if there's a way that I can like circumvent them, like cut across, so I don't have to like keep up with them running. I can outsmart them, like, you know.
Yeah. You want to find a shortcut? Yeah. Cool. All right, I'm gonna roll for their parkourosity. Run off here to give us a baseline. I'm gonna give them. They're really good at this. I'm gonna give them 4 dice.
Oh, so I'm sorry. This happened later because you got beat up and all this kind of stuff. I just want to like retcon like me like saying like I go to Belle and I say take care of Myth.
Myth, yeah.
I'll be back later tonight. Make sure you tuck yourself in. Make sure you wash your face before you go to bed
what
and
are
stuff.
These shenanigans? Flashbacks and Blades in the Dark? I don't think so.
Flashbacks inside of flashbacks.
Oh yeah, we gotta nest that shit. It's
flashbacks
now.
Flashbacks, yeah. Okay. Parkour. Oh, that's a crit.
Look at this guy. This guy over here.
Oh.
Well,
Gross.
I'm taking the lead unless someone can at least tie me with a crit on their parkour skills or a cutoff shortcut skills.
How the fuck do you get 4 dice?
I know, right?
I'm on my home turf, and this is their specialty as a gang.
So there's this thing that happens when we play made up rules time, where John just gets to decide whatever he wants. And this is where we're at.
Yep. All right.
Yeah. Deal with it.
I wish Jeff was here for the DM bullshit clock. Add another slice to the pie. Okay, so I'll roll my cutoff roll if I don't. Can I at least have 2 dice to try?
Yeah. So again, like we're using fortune rolls here, to kind of fudge the past.
Okay.
So yeah, this is a chance for us to learn something about your characters in the past. Was Aldo? What stage in his sort of studiousness and stuff was he at when he was younger? Is this something that is just as important to him in this flashback, or is it something that he developed later on?
I think I'm trying to play it as this is my first we've stolen candy and bread and that kind of stuff in the past, but this is my first actual caper.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So I don't think I'm super up on it, but I would like a chance to tie.
You're like coming into it now. We're seeing it happen for the first time, maybe. Yeah. Nice. Let's do 2 dice. Like this is something that you care about, and it's cinematically important. You can get a die for that. So, let's do 2. You have a chance.
That's some good made up rules bullshit, John. I'm about it.
Look, I'm following the rules. The mini crit.
The mini crit.
Damn it.
So it's still a success. So you're going to succeed. You're not going to cut them off the way you wanted, but you're going to get an outcome here.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and roll for Cantor and Ramira too, and then we'll resolve everything together.
Can I just use my obnoxiousness to give Ramira more dice? Because I'm not really trying to catch him. I'm just trying to chase him into an alley to set her up.
Okay, yeah, you're interfering with them by yelling and
I want him to know there's a crazy motherfucker with some guns on his trail who's gonna get him and do bad things to him, because that's how it go. But secretly though, the fucking shadow of vengeance from above.
Right. Well, let's see how much does Cantor have an effect on these guys. Let's see, maybe you are actually as obnoxious and tough and scary as you think you are.
Only the dice know.
Maybe
for real. Only the dice know. How many? I mean, if I'm trying to be obnoxious, this is my jam. I'm about this.
It's your jam. You are very obnoxious. 3.
I feel like I warrant slightly more than 3 dice worth of obnoxiousness.
4 dice of obnoxious.
I want 4.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right. Let's see how obnoxious.
Now we know.
I'm pretty fucking obnoxious.
Look at me.
Exactly how obnoxious Cantor is.
Sweet. Success. Very obnoxious. Congratulations.
Super obnoxious.
So yeah, I think that'll bump up Ramira's roll, because you're actually chasing them. You're the one looking across the rooftops.
I love how there's just this sudden we're chasing them and they're shouting and stuff, but nobody really knows why. They probably don't know that we know that they took the thing. There's just suddenly they're running, I'm chasing. Who knows what's happening? It's gonna go badly.
Yeah, they saw someone spying on their hideout and they were like, "Shoot, get out! We gotta get out of here!" But somebody yelled 5-0 and now shit's going crazy. Exactly.
Yeah. All right, how many dice do you want me to roll?
I think. I mean, you're pretty good at this, right? You've been in juvie in and out for breaking into places and shit. Rooftops are not scary to you. Mm-hmm. With Adam's bonus, 3, I think maybe 3 seems good. Could be 4. Okay. Depends on how. When we see Ramira do this, when we see you book off across the rooftops, what's it look like? Are you super confident and you're just yeah, bam? Or is it?
I would think that Ramira enjoys spending time on the rooftops because it's away from like the streets and like the people and all the like mess that is down there, and it's kind of a place. It's like a level above everyone where she can just look down on them and not like in a I'm better than you kind of a way, but just like a separation of these people are here and they don't know that I'm here. So I would imagine she spends a lot of time on the rooftops.
Okay, then let's say it's 3 and you get a bonus die from Cantor, so it's 4.
4? Okay. Please, dice gods. That did nothing. 4, 2, 3, 1. Okay, a 4 with a complication.
Justice dribbles from above.
Justice has sprung a leak from above.
Slight leak.
Justice reigns from eye level. Kind of.
Yeah. So you and Aldo both succeed with some complications. So I think Aldo's is that
Which seems accurate for little kids.
Yeah, totally. Kelter with the satchel, he just passes. Like, Aldo, you get around and up on part of this fire escape where you realize they have to like change levels to go down to the next set of rooftops. They're going to have to like, instead of just running full tilt, they're going to have to like go down, bang, 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 bang down these stairs. And that's going to eat up their time for horizontal speed, right? So that it gives you time to get to the fire escape. But Kelter, he goes off the top roof, plants his foot on the railing of the fire escape, and pushes off onto the next roof without stopping. So he like passes you in a blur, and then his brother following him runs full tilt into Aldo, like smacks right, like body slams you kind of as you're coming up the thing, and you guys are all tangled up, and he starts swinging and kicking and like, trying to get free. So you're like in a tangle with him. And Ramira, you also get to that point where you got to make the jump after Kelter, and I think you would go for it probably. I assume you tell me. I don't want to say, but you make the same move that Kelter does, where you like jump off the rail on the fire escape, but you hit short and like land on your stomach kind of, and then slide backwards and grab the edge with your grab the gutter of the roof with your hand. You're like hanging there from the roof, and Kelter like takes a few steps and then turns around, and he actually stops, and he's like, nah,
motherfucker,
this is ours. And he kind of winks at you as you have to like scramble to get back up, and he goes running again.
All right.
So you guys, Cantor, you're kind of free to act here, so you decide what you want to do. Although I think you got to deal with Brogan Boy, and Ramira, you got to deal with getting back into the chase, right? Like pulling yourself up or dropping down or doing some kind of athletic maneuver, right? You're because you're like hanging by your.
So how many of them ran out of the house?
6.
And how many of them are there, like just like total generally?
In the whole gang?
Yeah, just like ballpark.
Dozen maybe.
And how far away am I from the place they ran from?
From their base?
Yeah.
Like a
couple blocks.
Yeah. About a block.
Yeah. Well, we're just gonna run on back towards their house.
Okay.
Just gonna head on back that way. It's fine. I got a plan.
Are you going to the lair itself, like upstairs on the?
Like, I mean, it's a building, right? Like they may not occupy the whole thing, but
no, but you go inside and you're going to go upstairs to the
I'm not going to go inside. No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
My plan is to run back to the house and find like, I don't know, like a lantern or some shit and fucking chuck that shit through the window, and we're going to burn this mother down. Don't run from me, motherfucker. You ain't got nowhere to come home to. Yeah. Burn their house down. That's the plan.
Oh, God.
Run from me, assholes. I'll burn this whole city down. I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my plan. I'm going to go back and I'm going to find some source of fire and I'm going to put it in the house, and then the house is going to burn down.
Okay.
That's my plan.
Do we, like, am I concerned that the jewelry is still in the house, or do I feel pretty confident that the guy has it?
You feel pretty
like
confident as it looked to you like they were like taking their stash out with them in their sack.
Right. Because if he saw me, he probably recognized me as Kristav's kid or whatever. So I would imagine that he would just be like,
he does. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I was like trying to decide if I'm gonna try and stop Cantor from burning down the house with the things that I care about in it, but
No, I think you would.
You can't stop.
You can assume that.
Right, I'm after Kelter more than anything.
Exactly. Yeah, they ran off with the goods. They left the stash with the package, and now we don't want them coming home. We're gonna burn it down so they have nowhere to go. Then we can hunt them through the streets.
Great.
Classic. I mean,
listen,
just standard.
They call me the Hague because I'm a motherfucking war crime.
Oh God.
Let's do this thing.
We have to use that one before.
All right.
All right. So Aldo, you're in a fight.
Okay.
Maybe Aldo's first fight on a job. We're seeing a lot.
I should kick him. Do it.
What do you do?
Well, my idea is to take this guy and get him into some sort of like chokehold or some sort of restraining hold, where I can use him as leverage.
You're like as
yeah,
okay.
Exactly like a hostage.
Okay, I got it.
Like I wanted to grab him and say, like if we can, well, let's see if I can grab him first and keep him restrained first.
Yeah, let's see. So his goal is he's fighting you, but he's fighting you to get free, not to like win a fight. He wants to get
Run
you
away,
off so he can run.
Right.
And you're gonna put him in a chokehold or a lock of some kind or something.
Or sit on top of him and so he can't move.
Just sit on his chest.
Yeah.
Do
Nice.
typewriter on his chest like a little brother.
So let's see how that goes.
Or do the spit game where you see how far you can go out of your mouth and then suck it back while he's sitting underneath you. I was the oldest of 4. All boys. I know all these games.
Huh?
All right,
Yep.
so that's what I'm going to do.
He's the same way. The Brogan boys, they're all brothers. Oh, not all 12 of them, but like most of them are brothers. And I think you guys are mostly evenly matched. Like you're bigger and stronger probably, but he's a little more experienced.
Okay.
So two dice would be kind of like a fair fight. Unless you think you have the upper hand here somehow.
Well, I'm going to argue for adrenaline because I am just like, holy shit, what the fuck?
Oh yeah.
This is your first
They say you never forget your first fight.
Yeah. I can feel that. I think it's good.
First fight is best.
Get out of here. Too good. I'm gonna have that stuck in my head now.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's see 3 dice with your adrenaline. You're pushing yourself, so to speak, in the game wise.
Okay. 3, 5.
All right.
What?
Oh yeah, it didn't work for me, but whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't show up.
That's fine.
Oh, it didn't?
No.
I don't know why.
When that happens, Zeke, you got to be like, oh, I mean 6. 4 6s. There it is.
Oh, there it is.
You got it? Okay. I wonder what happened. Yeah, I rolled a 3, 1, 5.
So you he tries to
There
fight. So yeah, with a complication, I think he gets in a real good shot.
Okay.
Before do you want to like pin him down, like sit on him basically on the fire escape? So you're just like got him pinned on his stomach.
Yeah.
Okay. So during the scrap, he's kicking and swinging wild and trying to make space and not really fight you. But as he swings, he cracks you with the right hook, like right on the jaw, and you feel your head rattle and you see stars and and he pauses for a second, like like oh shit.
What about this? How about this? Just so like I would love it if he like had just a little like a whittling knife.
Okay.
And he like caught me like in the side with it. Like it's it's like that long, so it's not gonna do any permanent damage. But he that's all he has for a weapon, and he pulls it on me and stabs me in the side, and it just kind of sticks there. Like, the fuck?
Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah.
So I can have the scar for later.
Nice.
Yeah,
it's just a little pocket knife, and he's actually trying to like wave it back and forth to make you back off, but you don't.
Okay.
And it's not an accident exactly, but he does stab you, and he's a little like. Again,
I love that idea of like he's probably not intending to stab you and then does, and he's like, oh god, like he almost wants to apologize.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, like he doesn't realize what's going on, and while he's confused, you like knock him down and sit on him, and he's like, God, get off me, damn it! He says, get off me, Cantor, because it's dark and he's confused and he's heard Cantor like yelling, and he's like, get off me, Cantor, you son of a bitch!
Yeah. All right, so I have him down on the ground, and let's see. I all I know is that they're the Brogan boys.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just shout out to them. Hey, Brogan boys! I've got your boy here. I don't want to hurt him, but I will. We just but just give us what we want, and he won't come out of this very hurt at all.
Okay. So
I think their problem might be that they come from a broken home.
Oh God, I hate you.
Right. JP, Adam's
moving on.
It was a good crossover, everybody. Thanks for
thanks.
Show's
oh my
over.
God.
Psychic
Okay,
harm.
so does anyone hear Aldo yelling?
Yes. So what happens is he yells that Kelter was like taunting you a little bit because you're like pulling Ramirez like pulling herself up. You get your elbow up on the roof, and a couple more of them jump over and land near you. Mm-hmm. And one of them strolls over like it would be so easy in the moment to kick you off, but it's like a 3-story fall, and they just kind of loom there, trying to decide what to do as you're pulling up. And you can do something, man. I'm just sort of setting the scene. But
how was that? That was a success roll. How is this a success? I didn't catch the guy.
Yeah, well, what I was trying to say was like you are in a bad spot, but he actually stopped and didn't keep running. So he's right there on the roof.
Okay, cool. I thought we were still having to chase them.
No.
They're just like right there. Okay.
No. When he saw that you were hanging, he decided to come back and kind of taunt you, like, "Yeah, you're on our turf now."
Right. Okay.
So he's a few feet away, and 2 of his guys have come over on the roof. The others are back behind where Aldo is on the other roof, and he's like calling out, like, "I got one of your guys now."
Right. Okay. Cool. So I'm like on the like rooftop, I got my arms up, like trying to pull myself up, and the guys are standing there, and they're all kind of my age, right? We're all like they're a little bit older,
15 to 17-ish. Yeah.
Okay, so I look up at them and I'm just like, so are you gonna help me up? You're gonna leave or are you gonna leave a lady hanging here?
Nice. One of them just sneers and like takes a step forward, and his boot crunches in the snow on the roof, and the other one like puts his hand out like no wait. You don't know if he's coming to help you or to kick you.
Right.
But in that time, you're able to like get most of your body up onto the roof, and Kelter's like, "Screw you, Cantor! We got one of yours." And the brothers like loom over you, Ramira, as if they're gonna like reach down and grab you.
Can I punch one in the stomach and then run?
Sure, you can try to do that. Yeah. Do you want to get up on this roof where Kelter is, or do you want to like punch and then drop down to another, like where you're, away from the
so there's I'm on the edge of the rooftop. There's 3 of them in front of me, and then where's Kelter? Is he like further back?
There's 2 of them in front of you, and the third one is Kelter, like right behind them. The roof kind of slants up, and he's up towards the peak of the roof.
Okay. I want to like surprise. I want to like try and surprise them and like run at Kelter.
Oh, you want to like punch the dude and to make space and then rush?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to like try and tackle Kelter, who is like much larger than me, probably because he's like an 18-year-old boy or something.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Bite his fucking neck. Bite his neck.
I think your position, so to speak, here is desperate, but
yeah.
I think you should get a bonus die for surprise at least. They're not expecting that at all. So,
no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kelter, he's trying to like call Aldo's bluff, who he thinks is Cantor, and you know, say like, yeah, you're not going to do anything because we got one of yours, and all of a sudden Ramir's like, "Pacha!"
You ain't got shit.
Okay, so 2 dice.
2. Yeah, I think it's 2. I feel like it's 1 from your position, and then 1 for surprise.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't imagine that. I'm not even a very strong fighter, like in present day, so I wouldn't imagine Ramiro would be very good at that. She's like a small kid, so.
Although you are like very athletic.
We get a 6. So
But punch
Nice.
and run, nice. So they don't kick you off the roof or tackle and restrain you.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, you hit the guy, and you don't really even hurt him. He's just like, "What the hell?" And you're and Kelter's like crunching down on the snow of the roof, coming back, talking to Cantor, and all of a sudden there's this blur coming at him, and he's like, "Ah!" And you're trying to tackle him.
Yeah, I want to knock him. I want to knock him off the roof. Is the thing.
Knock him, and not go.
Well, because it's like a pitched roof, right? Like it's like, So if I unsteady him enough where he just like falls down, he'll probably just like roll.
You want him to like slide off.
Yeah, because you said it was snowy, so it's probably icy. So yeah.
It is. Yep.
So I want to like unbalance him enough where he's just gonna like fall. So I mean, you could probably do a roll for his like resist.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll resist this sudden surprise.
So I got a success, so I imagine I run into him, but whether or not he is athletic enough to resist it.
Totally. Yeah.
Keep in mind he is carrying a big bag of stuff, so he's probably like a little off balance anyway.
That's true. He's not at his best here.
I got a lawyer because Jeff isn't here.
No, it's cool. Give him 2 dice of. He's burdened and it's a slippery roof, so instead of 4, it's 2.
He's getting attacked, surprise attack.
Yeah. Got it.
Ugh, gross.
It does not go over, but it doesn't go perfectly.
There's a complication.
Yeah. I think it's the same as it's like you turn the tables on him. Like he's surprised. He's like, "Whoa!" And when you hit him, he instead of steadying himself, he just clutches the strap of the satchel to himself, so it doesn't come free. He falls on his back, slides down the backside of the roof and off the edge, and then you see his hands hanging on the gutter. It's like you've traded places with him, and he's like, "Ah, damn it!" And the 2 guys behind you turn around to rush you. You know, after your maneuver. Cantor.
What's Cantor doing?
How burned down would you say the house is?
So let's see the moment. Where are you, and are you in the lair now? And you're like smashing things apart?
Well, yeah. So my question would be like, if there's, because I know that there's like street lamps and stuff, but I can't get a fire out of them. But I imagine you said there was the like orange light or whatever coming from inside.
Here, there, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I probably run up, look around, elbow through the window, climb inside, and then just take the nearest source of flammable shit and throw it on the floor. I don't even care if this is their house. Like if they just own the top 2 floors or something, this is collateral damage. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna just like start the fire on the bottom. We're gonna work it on our way up. And I just want to light the house on fire and then wait in the street. So if anybody comes out, I can blap blap do them Wu-Tang style.
Yeah.
So meanwhile, there's a family on the first floor that's single mother reading to her 3 like 5-year-old children as they eat like soup for dinner and meager rations.
Tiny Tim didn't want to get burned the fuck down. He should have lived in another motherfucking house. That's not my problem. That's Tiny Tim's problem. So yeah, I mean, I just like bust in, and the first thing I just go for the first source of fire and throw it at the first most flammable thing, like that sofa over there. Full of feathers and shit.
Totally.
Yeah.
So this obviously you can start a fire by doing this, but let's make a fortune roll. Let's see how, because this might have an impact on the situation on the roof over here, depending on how massive and horrible.
Yeah, I'm causing a distraction. I just
maybe.
That's what actually. I mean, my intent is just to burn the house down. There's nothing complex about that shit. I just want to show them what for.
Let's
all right. Well,
mayhem dice here. How many mayhem dice does Cantor get?
Yeah. That's my other thing I'm good at, is causing trouble for other people that I don't need to clean up. Sorry, RC. So how many dice would you like me to roll for turning this house into a pile of fire?
I'm feeling 4.
Yeah, let's do it. Here it comes.
It seems like a
down. Look at that 6.
Oh,
I have made the fire better.
So,
Oh god.
Yeah. The real good
Tiny
news,
Tim.
Cantor, is that you're not standing in the middle of the burning room going, "Oh no."
Yeah.
I'm not good at this. You're actually like leaving the balcony as the place goes up behind you. And Ramiro, and Aldo, you both see behind, there's this flare up light in the darkness of Char Hollow. And one of the guys approaching Ramiro, they're like, one of them is coming towards you, and the other one is going over to see what happened to Kelter, because they don't know. They think he fell off the roof, maybe.
Yeah.
So this guy's like looming forward towards you, like in a wrestling stance, trying to get you. And the other guy going to Kelter turns around and is like, "Oh shit!" And
yeah, that's right. Watch out. You might get what you're after.
God damn it, Cantor!
So I see the rising flames in the distance, and these two guys are kind of near me, and I'm just like, whoops, looks like you shouldn't have left your house today.
He does not like that. The guy and he's just like, you can tell he's decided he's gonna throw you off the roof. That's what
okay, good.
And he takes, crouches down and then lunges forward real fast to grab you and pitch you off.
All right.
What are you doing? Although they didn't call your bluff they tried to call your bluff, and then shit went weird.
Right. So when that
shit went weird,
and I hear the flames start to get. I realized no one is paying attention to me at all.
Yeah,
so
this dude.
I kind of get up off my guy, and he kind of gets up with me. We both look at this this burning smoke that's fucking coming out of this house.
Well, it'd actually be a really kind of a beautiful scene, right? Because there's the snow and all the dark rooftops and these figures moving around, and then just this orange glow as the smoke begins to pour out of the house.
Oh god.
Yeah, and although
innocent people being burned alive. Orphans roasting on an open fire.
Yeah, it's a special Christmas episode.
A bell starts clanging, people come out of houses and start yelling, and someone's like, "Get the buckets!" And the guy, the Bergen boy next to Aldo, he looks over at who he thinks is Cantor, and then he keeps looking up into Aldo's face, and he's like,
"Yeah,
who are you?" And the 3 Brogan boys on the roof that were in the back of the chase, they all go running back towards the lair. And we get to see what Anne and her murderous assailant, what happens there. Everything's kind of paused, but then this guy's just like, "Oh no, I'm gonna get
whoever's standing next to me, I just let him go.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just awestruck. I have no fucking idea what's going on or what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
And the only thing that's going through my head is, did this punk motherfucker who I just met burn the house that contained the thing we're after?
And you see him, he's silhouetted by the flames. He's coming off the balcony across that ladder that was onto the next rooftop.
And I'm almost certainly not. I'm not doing it in any way with any dignity at all. I'm probably standing in the street, grabbing my crotch, being like, "Yeah, fuck you." So
I think you exited from the balcony, so you're on the rooftop actually.
Yeah. I'm just at a safe distance, and marshmallows and shit.
Right. It's behind you. I think it's burning, and you've come out.
It's great. Look at how good I am at this.
And let's see if it's off a roof.
I picture you kind of like Gary Oldman's character in True Romance. Dreadlock, drug dealer.
I think you're overshooting me on that a little. You're giving me too much credit. I'm thinking Jay from Jay and Silent Bob. Don't even give me Gary Oldman level credit for Cantor.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a bad time.
Cool.
All right, Anne.
I start walking towards where the fire is coming from just to see what the fuck's going on.
Okay. Athletic dodginess. And is there anything you want to accomplish here besides not get thrown off a roof? Is that all you're focusing on?
I know that the Kelter's holding onto the edge, right? And this guy's coming after me.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I'm gonna get thrown off this roof, I want to take him with me. Is the thing. So either I can. I'm wondering if I should try and just dodge this guy completely, or if I should do a ninja move and like slide down the roof where he is and grab onto him as he's like hanging off the roof. So if they help him up, I'm there too. Or he has to like drop down with me, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm kind of picturing.
Yeah. I think if you just like avoid and like try from this dude, that's like 4 dice probably. If you want to try to be a ninja, let's call it 2.
Okay. Because they're gonna have to help him back up.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
the 3 of them and you, if they help him back. Or you can make it you and Kelter potentially being pulled off the roof down into the snow.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go reckless. With the 2 dice.
Ninja time! Whoa!
Oh, my girl!
Oh, bam! Beautiful.
So I see him kind of coming at me, and I kind of like smile because I know that he's gonna try and dive at me, and I like jump kind of heels first and slide down the roof toward Kelter. And then as I get to the edge, I like the satchel's like kind of on his back, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I like kind of slide down off the roof and like actually I go off the roof, but I grab him as I like go off the edge. So now he's having to hold me and the weight of like himself, the satchel of stuff, and now he's got like a 14-year-old girl attached to him. So
I think if this is okay with you, I think like you go off, you flip around from on your back to your front, grab him, and he comes free. He like loses his grip, and you guys tumble, and he like eats it into this snowbank up against the side of the building and you're on top of him. You're like,
yeah.
And he starts to try to move around and roll free, but if you want to, you're right there. You can like rip the satchel off his back.
Yeah, I want to grab the satchel and just take off.
Stop that motherfucker. He's going to come after you. Just put your boot on his face.
That's what Cantor is here for.
Well,
I'm just here for the goods.
Okay, you make off with the goods.
Would I be anywhere near this happening, this falling off the roof?
It's like down below at the bottom of the fire escape, more or less, from where Aldo is. So yeah, you can essentially see what's happening there.
Okay. Well, then I see what happens, and then I immediately start like booking as fast as I can towards Ramira. Saying that, Ramiro, are you all right? Are you okay? I'm coming. I'm gonna get him. Whatever. They're coming. I just don't know.
Yeah, Ramiro, you don't wait, do you? You like just grab the satchel and run. You don't wait for Aldo.
I mean, I guess like because we've got these like 3 people that we have to like worry about following us, I guess.
Yeah.
If you leave, I want to do something. If you like start booking, I want to do something.
Okay. I mean, I definitely want to get away from here.
You have a chance right now because of what you just your move, like to actually like get a big lead on them and take off if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Cantor, you have 3 Brogan boys rushing towards you.
Click, clack, bang, bang. It's time for guns out. If they're running towards me, they're gonna eat some lead.
It looks like they're rushing to try to put out the fire, but
they're rushing
also
towards me.
They are. Yes, you are in the way, and one of them at least has a murderous look in his eye, like he might not be running towards the fire, like he might want payback.
That guy's gonna get it first.
So
I got some guns for him.
What do you do?
Yeah, I mean, if they're all distracted by the fire and shit, and they're running over to see what's up, I will use their concern for their poor little domicile to put them down. Yeah, just like as they come over, this is exactly what I wanted. Either they were going to come out of the house or come back to it. And I'm just going to throw aside my beautiful coat, pull out my beautiful guns, and I'm going to introduce them to the end of their fucking life. I probably won't, though. I'll probably just like shoot them in the knees. But I'm trying to kill them. I'm trying to look all tough.
Trying to look like a cool killer.
Trying to look like a tough, cool gangster.
I'm just imagining the weirdest like combination of like slow-mo Matrix with Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat type thing, where he's like the sides of the trench coat go out and like guns like come out of the.
I promise you that Cantor stole a full-length mirror so as to practice this move over and over for just this kind of moment where he's just like there's lots of scenes of him like getting the gun stuck and being like kind of like throwing the gun into the mirror and breaking it. Like no, but I got this time. This time it's gonna go good.
Because you can't just pull them straight out. You got to do the crossover.
You got to do like the cross, and it's got to throw the coat back too. It's got to look real cool. Plus, there's this fire going on behind me. Dag. Also, though, we'll shoot them.
I'm seeing like guns like decked out like John Leguizamo in Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
Those like pearl hand, like a gold inlays and shit.
Yeah, I'm about it.
Imagine like the cheapest knockoff version of that. You can.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I see myself as being that, but it's not. That's not the real situation here. So I think what I'm factoring in here is that like they're running towards me. So I assume they're not like serpentine pattern or whatever.
They definitely don't expect you to do what you're doing, but they are like. They're not helpless per se, but they are surprised by this maneuver.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm not jumping out behind them. I want them to see me before they get gat. Right. But
when the coat flies back in slow motion, we see two of them going like, oh, like throwing themselves down onto the snowy roof. But the third one is just like, you see him like reaching into to pull a knife out or something. He's like gritting his teeth and charging you.
Yeah.
Brought a knife to a gunfight?
He sure did. Yeah.
He's about to bring a corpse to a gunfight. So, and then also like the distraction of the fact that their house is on fire and they're maybe not fully like invested in the moment. Plus, there's like my co-assailants in the laboratory. Yeah. How many dice do I get here?
It's a mess. I mean, this is pretty good, right? Like they don't have good cover. They're all messed up because of the situation. There's fire. There's bullets flying. It's like 4, I think. I think you're pretty dominant.
4 feels good to me. Let's do this thing. All right. Well, guns come out. Shit gets complicated. A 5 is, I guess, okay. I will accept the 5.
Click, clack, bang, bang.
I'm gonna say reduced effect. You do not coolly headshot 3 guys like you wanted to.
Well, given the way these guns work, I probably can't shoot all 3 of them anyway. So, I will be happy to ice the dude that thought he was gonna get up in my shit. I want to cease his fronting and maybe tag the other dude. And I don't think like this isn't the cool Cantor we know from the present. This Cantor is still like a little unpracticed, so it's not clean shot to the head. It's like the first target I get, I fire on the next guy. It's a little panicky, a little out of control. But I definitely want to deal with at least 2 of them if I can.
Yeah, you hit them. You hit the guy with the knife, and like it goes through his arm where he's bringing the knife out, and the bullet like hits his ulna or something, and he goes and like drops the knife, and it's like the blood drops onto the snow, and you hit one of the other guys who's running. It sort of like ricochets off his hip and spins him around, and he face plants in the snow. And they're laying there like, damn it, Cantor, motherfucker, what are you doing?
Yeah, my immediate response is...
Whoa, what the fuck?
My immediate response is to look around to see if anybody saw that. Because like that kid that stabbed Aldo, I'm like, oh yeah, I like this. This is some good shit. Like, whoa, I just shot those 2 guys. Oh yeah. And I like walk over and just like shouting about how good I am.
Are out by the fire. Their shutters are open. You look around. There's like people watching from their windows. Someone is yelling for the blue coats. You hear whistling, like blue coat whistles from down the lane.
I'd probably say something asinine like, yeah, call the blue coats. I'll motherfucking kill them too. And I walk over. I'm walking over to the guy that had the knife.
Okay. Yeah. Everyone's concerned now. It was like, there's weird people. There's like hijinks. Okay, that's fine. People running on the roofs. That happens. There's a huge fire. We need the brigade. Then gunshots ring out, and everyone's like, "Holy shit! There's an emergency. We need shit's going down."
Yeah. Yeah, I heard somebody ordered some heat.
Yeah.
So I brought some.
So, Ramira, you hear the blue coats whistle one ahead of you, like coming, not at you, obviously, but like in that direction. And from other directions. Although Zeke, you said you were going to do something when.
Yeah, if she leaves that guy that was there, I just wanted to real quick like run after run after Ramira. But as I'm doing that, I want to just like try and kick this guy's jaw so he doesn't get up.
Yeah, so I think it takes you time to get down the fire escape.
Yep. You
run over. His two dudes up on the roof, they scramble down to where he was. So you're kind of like moving together like that.
Okay.
So it's going to be a roll. Like you can definitely like, as the dude is climbing his way out of the snowdrift, you can easily kick him in the face.
Okay, if there's two more guys coming down.
Yeah.
And she has this, and Ramira has the satchel, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna cover her escape then. I'll kick the guy in the jaw and turn around and fucking face these two guys.
Okay. Yeah. If it goes well, then you can do it sort of unentangled with them and block the way. And if it doesn't go well, then you'll get snarled up with these three dudes. And
okay,
let's see. It's 2-on-1 potentially. I think it's only two. Only 2 dice here, although.
Okay.
You're not in the best.
Two dice for the one guy on the ground, or 2 dice for everything?
Just for the situation. You're going to kick him in the face regardless.
Okay.
We're just going to see like if you maintain control of the situation or if you get like tangled up with these 3 guys in a fight.
That was good.
My man.
I learned what I'm good at right here, right now.
This is the moment.
This is where I learned that I'm good at this.
This is the moment. We should take our break and then have Aldo go ham on these guys.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We need like the...
Yeah.
This is the moment that Aldo becomes Aldo. The lesson.
That's right. Someone's getting taught a lesson now. Sweet. Yeah. All right. We'll take our second break, and when we come back, Zeke is gonna lay down some sweet narration for us on what happens with this.